Hey guys, this is the Dragon Gamer 01 here, and today I am bringing you another Wi-Fi battle, my second one, and this is a rematch versus IllusionDarkrai. And the last time that we battled, that was actually way back in March, so it was great to get back and battle with him once again after several months. My team for this battle is my Zoroark from the Zoroark event, my Superior, my Typhlosion, my starter Samurott, my Haxorus named after my friend Josh, and my Mewtwo from the Mewtwo event. IllusionDarkrai's team is actually pretty interesting with his shiny Gigalith on his team that I've never battled before. His starter from Sinnoh, which is his Infernape, that I've only battled like once maybe. His Scyther, which is a total beast since last videos that I've seen. His Giratina that I didn't even know that he had. And his Darkrai, which I was actually expecting to be a pain, which actually surprisingly didn't really. And his shiny Mewtwo that I didn't even know that he had until he posted a video with his shiny Mewtwo in it. And that's his team. Okay, now we are starting the battle against IllusionDarkrai, and right away sends out his shiny Gigalith, and I sent out my Zoroark disguised as Mewtwo, and I was noticed that he returns his Gigalith right away. For some reason, sends out his Scyther. I would guess because Bug type is really good against Psychic, and I use my Focus Blast expecting it to hit his Gigalith, and it actually hits his Scyther with a critical hit and barely does a thing. So I go ahead with the Flamethrower, knowing that I'm faster, and it hits his Scyther, and with his normal strategy with the Scyther, he uses Swords Dance to try to pull up his attack, and I was thinking at this moment that I really needed to take out that Scyther before he, gets his sword stances all the way and then tries to take down my whole team like I've seen in other videos. And I take down his Scyther, which I was actually pretty glad about, and at this moment, IllusionDarkrai was actually pretty mad, and he sends out his Darkrai and uses Dark Pulse, expecting it to be Mewtwo, and it isn't, and he didn't notice that it didn't say pressure right at the beginning. And so I go along with the Focus Blast and actually hit again, which I was surprised about, and it nearly takes down his Darkrai. And I was really hoping that I can get him down right away, so then I wouldn't have to deal with it. And I was actually expecting to go down pretty hard later on in the battle, but I was actually surprised I got a pretty good start. And now my Zoroark's asleep, and I don't try to take it in right away because I know that his Darkrai doesn't have any fighting type moves as far as I know. And, but he switches his Darkrai for his Blaze, which is his Infernape, his starter from Sinnoh. And so, right away, I switch out my Zoroark into my Samurott to try to take down his Infernape. As long as it's in, he uses Brick Break, expecting it to hit my Zoroark, but instead it hits my Samurott and doesn't really do that much. And he withdraws his Infernape for his Mewtwo, and I wasn't really expecting that, and I should have, but my Samurott uses Surf, and it actually, because of a critical hit, it takes down his Mewtwo, and he was so mad right at this point, and I was actually laughing. And his Mewtwo faints, and he sends out his Giratina, and knowing that I have Ice type move, I could take it down, but he uses Dragon Pulse and nearly takes down my Samurott at 11 HP. And my Samurott uses a Blizzard attack, and it nearly takes down Giratina due to a critical hit. And at this point, I'm actually doing pretty good with all my critical hits, and this is, I think, where the critical hits end. and he uses Dragon Claw and takes down my Samurott. So, right away, I would switch into my Servine, which is a Superior, knowing how fast he is, so I could try to take down his Giratina, and he switches it for some reason, and sends out his Infernape, and I go with the Leaf Blade, expecting it to hit Giratina, and barely does anything to his Blaze. Now, I switch my Servine into my Mewtwo, so I can use Focus Blast on his Infernape, expecting it to take it down pretty fast, and he uses Flamethrower on my Mewtwo, which sort of does a lot, not really, and Mewtwo uses Focus Blast, and it hits a third time, I think that's 3 times, and it takes down his Infernape, and basically all he has left is his Gigalith, his Giratina, and his Darkrai. And I was actually expecting Darkrai to be sent out right away, and he actually does send that out, and he uses Dark Pulse and takes down my Mewtwo, but I'm pretty calm right now in this battle, knowing that I really don't have to use Mewtwo that much as long as I have my Superior, and as long as it's faster than Darkrai and Giratina, then I could take them down, and along with this Gigalith, and uses Dark Void and puts to sleep my Superior, and I was thinking, oh crap, at this point, knowing that I was going to be relying on him so much for the rest of the battle, and now his Bad Dreams is going to affect it a little bit, and now he uses Nightmare, knowing his strategy. I was expecting Nightmare to take it down nice and slowly, I don't know why, but then my Superior wakes up, thank God, and he uses Leaf Blade on Darkrai and takes him down, which I was so happy about. And I would guess if you guys were going up against a Darkrai, yeah, you would be pretty happy too. And I have my Superior use Leaf Blade again and take down his Giratina, knowing that all he has left is his shiny Gigalith. And at this point, I try something with my Haxorus, and I want to show off my Typhlosion a little bit, but I switch into my Haxorus, and I'm planning on using Guillotine, because I've taken down an Elite Four member only using my Haxorus and only using Guillotine, so I was actually expecting to hit, and also since he has a wide lens, or a scope lens, but it misses, and I was so mad. And I don't know why that always happens to me whenever I actually get into a Wi-Fi battle with someone. And he ends up taking down my Haxorus afterwards, so I can't try again. And at this point, expecting him to use Explosion sometime soon, because he was saying that he was going to go off with a bang. So I used Blast Burn, expecting him, if I used that, he was going to try to take down my Typhlosion. And he actually does, I think, with one hit. After, but now Typhlosion has to recharge, and he uses Rock Slide, and he takes down my Typhlosion, and all I have left is my Zoroark and my Superior, and at this point I'm thinking, fine, enough, you haven't used Explosion yet, so I'm just going to take you down. So I send out my Superior for one last time, and I use Leaf Blade, and that nearly takes down his Gigalith, not because it's sturdy, but he only is left with like 1 HP for some reason. That's I'd guess, and I don't even know why, but he uses Earthquake, not Explosion, which I was actually expecting. And so I just go with the Frenzy Plant, and I take down his Gigalith, and that is the end of the battle. Thanks for watching, you guys, and please watch my last Wi-Fi battle video. See ya.